Misfortune of drawing the Spurs in the first round.
Oh, nice play. It'll count. And a foul. Oh, Anthony getting inside. Crowd wanted a foul. Anthony ahead of the field. And Carmelo Anthony off to a fast start.
Really get out in the open floor. That's where they're at their best.
A strong move by and Marcus Camby. They go with their starting lineup. Oh, what a crossover by Carmelo Anthony. Good post up by Anthony. Carmelo Anthony.
Parker, and it's trouble.
Carmelo Anthony with 17.
His team is tough to defend.
Anthony with a beautiful move. Here's Anthony using the pick.
No.
Anthony. Oh, he had to extend. For most players, that would have been a force.
All 14 Laker points are from their backcourt. Transition opportunity for the Nuggets. Carmelo Anthony looks fantastic.
What a move by Anthony out of the post. And a foul. Anthony, yep, and a foul. Anthony sticking the deep jumper. It's a long two for Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, yep, a big hit for Anthony.
Albert Einstein's law of relativity, it's got to be.
Oh, a big basket by Anthony.
And Anthony down low gets it in. Nathan Miller not happy with his defense. The amazing thing about the 47-point game that Miles had here last year, he didn't even start that game. That was off the bench. Carmelo finger rolls it up and in as he runs down Juan Dixon.
Yeah, Juan Dixon, you got to get strong and step out in front of him. He kind of backed up and he didn't want to take the hit.
It's off Leonard. There goes Carmelo Anthony again. Catches and lays it in.
And I know Travis Outlaw was told if you miss a shot, Carmelo's going to leave you in fast break.
Carmelo throws it down over Theo Ratliff. Theo got a piece of it too, but Anthony just too strong. Carmelo crosses over and finishes.
He led Syracuse to the NCAA championship his freshman year there.
Setting up Carmelo Anthony's first try of the night. Elevation on that jumper. It is even at 6. Well over 50% Anthony, and you'd rather have him there than trying to penetrate. Kobe, or making Smush rather, back, the only one back, and he couldn't do a thing about it. Numbers belonging as Miller found Anthony for the easy two-hander, and you saw the numbers belonged, even though there were not a lot of spacing on that break. They got it done right in front of the three-point arc. So about 20 feet away, 12 points for Carmelo Anthony. He's now 5 of 11 from the field. The opportunity and an easy one. So an easy basket. Lakers have dominated when it comes to fast break points too. Gambled on the steal. Anthony gets it, and he's hit by Devin from behind.
You almost don't want to go in if you're LeBron Prophet.
Carmelo Anthony.
Underneath Carmelo Anthony.
Coach Carl said that he thought that they could be a starter. Nice pass. You know, they do that a lot. They do the lob.
On the turnover, Miller, headman is Johnson, who just checked in, and Anthony finishes. Now there, folks, that was a beautiful transition basket for the Nuggets. The Kings were flirting with Phil Jackson when Phil was still unemployed. That's number one. Number two is, folks, he's a very, very good coach.
It is possible.
Nice. Oh, coming down with a slam, Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo's got it. It's an 8.
How can no one step in there?
And Carmelo makes it 2-0 Denver. Well, that's what Carmelo Anthony can do, jump up over the top of people. A good jump shooter from about 18, 20 feet, and great off the drive. You know what? That's just the luck of the draw there. But you know what? Brad Miller got down and he broke up the alley-oop.
The antithesis.
We're seeing it tonight.
Well, it's one of those things that certainly with so many young guys, you knew it would take a while. And still, you know, still is a work in progress. But yeah, it really was. Didn't really get the good follow-through that he normally gets either.
Boy, what elevation Carmelo gets when he stops and pops.
So now he's 2 for 15. Melo on the reverse, and the alley-oop is good. So Carmelo Anthony gives the Nuggets their 10th point. They lead it by 2. Melo spinning by his man, throw it up and in. Basket counts, foul. Melo's there. Melo on the reverse.
In 2 smart plays after 2 bad shots by Carmelo. 2 alley-oop.
Melo. Miller to Melo. 11 points for Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo with a pull-up. Now, if he can make that shot, When he starts making that shot consistently, nobody will be able to guard him. Carmelo Anthony 2 for 2, yes. So maybe Carmelo Anthony getting on a hot streak. He's 6 for 12. Nuggets on the run. Carmelo coast to coast. Score! Oh, I love that. Coast to coast.
And Anthony pulls the trigger on the jump shot and hits it to get Denver on the board. And Kenyon Martin with the defensive rebound. The long outlet pass by Miller to Anthony, and Melo flicks it home. He replaces Christie. Here's Carmelo Anthony. Turnaround fall away. Good with the foul.
He can do that. Avery Johnson may have planned to counter.
Anthony squeezed around Daniels and scores on the scoop layup.
You liked that, didn't you?
I did. Pretty. Slicing through, there's Carmelo Anthony. Slipped through a couple of defenders and lays it in. Will they carry the lead into the half? Not if Carmelo Anthony can do anything about it, which he can. And that is a three-pointer. And Terry missed a three.
Yeah, Dan Pierre had a great shot at that rebound. Good position. He was right there. You can't make mistakes like that against a good basketball team. And
Carmelo Anthony is going to get away with the defense, and all alone, he will spike it home. Won't get a call. Anthony against Darrell Armstrong. Shoots over it and hits.
They're willing to give Carmelo Anthony that shot until he shows that he can make it consistently.
Well, he hit it a lot early last night, and he's hitting it again early tonight.
Score it!
Nuggets regained the lead. And that's the shot, really, I think Carmelo could have shot last night instead of taking it all the way into the hoop. But nice play.
Got it. Well, Carmelo Anthony's jump shooting rhythm seemingly getting better the last couple of games. Alley-oop, Melo with the jam. The assist to Miller. 16 now for Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo long range. Yes! Carmelo Anthony, a huge three-pointer. Nuggets doing a lot of perimeter action. Melo, yes!
What a big-time move.
Carmelo Anthony now with a season high. Melo, score! Melo with a slam dunk. He's got 31.
Behind Minnesota and Portland with this 4-5 record, Carmelo Anthony. However, they were 6 of 10 from the free throw line. Carmelo exploding on Malik Rose.
You mentioned that would be a very difficult matchup for the Knicks.
Knicks turn it over.
Miller takes it away. Melo shoots to the hoop.
Anthony, the lob, bam!
And the grand slam by Melo. Alley-oop.
How about that? Carmelo Anthony.
The Nuggets will have it under the basket now. That's his shot, usually. And now Anthony comes down and post rolls. Now Melo again inside and a foul.
As Carmelo Anthony gets the alley-oop from Andre Miller. They're doing a good job of slowing him down, making him get into a half-court game.
Earl Boykins and Andre Miller. Carmelo Anthony fills it up to give Denver the lead back at 17-15 moments after Gasol.
Well, as I said in our pregame show, folks, you have to watch our pregame show. We go over quite a bit.
Lob for Anthony. Gasol was there, but Anthony with the elevation. Carmelo Anthony. And the second chance opportunities
to actually double foul on that play because they're getting burned from the outside shot.
Can be. Off the feed to Anthony. Bad pass. They were trying to skip it to Mike Miller. Anthony in front of the field. Lorenzen came out to challenge. Anthony in deep. Got the miss, got the follow. 19 a game and a lot for Carmelo Anthony.
And there's two mistakes that happen there. You have to keep a body on Carmelo Anthony. You want to make him work a lot harder than that to score.
Anthony on the post up. Backs down over Shane. No call. A scoop and a score and a three-point opportunity. And Shane Battier says, what in the world happened?
Was lost from Dallas as the Grizzlies turn over the ball and give up an easy two to Carmelo Anthony.
Stoudemire lost it. Anthony finishes it.
Miller looking for Carmelo Anthony once again.
And against this team, you better set good screens.
Carmelo come underneath and jam it. Here he comes. Come underneath, score it. Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony.
See, it's tough to get a good shot. 5 on the shot clock. Well, that's a good one.
Alley-oop to Carmelo Anthony, and he lays it up gently.
Fires over Mobley and hits.
There it is. There it is. First one in 3 games, you could say. They got Brand.
3 on 2. The ball deflected away by Miller. They'll run the other way. Carmelo Anthony slammed up.
Well, how close.
The lead to Anthony stuck behind everybody.
That's their 7th fast break point.
Anthony. Bingo! Boy, it's amazing how good shooting is contagious. Anthony hit.
When he's shooting from outside, he is one tough customer to stop.
He has 16. But Anthony, they are defenseless against Carmelo Anthony right now.
Clippers have to do one of two things, and I think either make a change defensively on Anthony.
Anthony
scoring. What a great gather dribble by Carmelo Anthony.
In deep to Anthony. He scores!
He's the one guy right now who's not afraid to shoot the ball for Denver. I mean, he's had the best night of anybody, and the Clippers let him catch it down low.
Miller. That does do it.
I got to make sure Elton Brand's okay. He's back on the floor. He took out about 3 rows of fans over there trying to save that ball.
They dump it into Carmelo, who sprained his ankle 2 games ago, and he looks like he's back. And if Camby stays healthy, he is a lot of trouble. From outside, Anthony again. Well, Anthony, Camby, good defense that time by Jones. Carmelo Anthony, boy, he is smooth, isn't he? 3 outside, it comes to Carmelo Anthony with a 3, and he hit that with a shot clock expiring. Here's Anthony going inside, trying to draw the foul was Marion. He hits the deck, no foul.
Raja Bell, as you said, when he came out, he had a little problem and went back to the locker room.
As Anthony now trying to take Diao, and he gets the bounce. And it's going to be 63-49. Inside it goes to Anthony. Beautifully passed by Andre Miller. You can see why he led the NBA in assists 1 year. Last year he was 8th in the league.
This is one guy you don't want to let get hot. Carmelo Anthony starting to feel.
Buckner's 12th steal of the year. This is Anthony in the low post, turning and converting. Came in at 59%.
Yes, he took it back from Nick Collison of Seattle, who went ahead of him for a few days.
That's Carmelo Anthony 4 and Alonzo Mourning 4 here in the first few minutes at the Pepsi Center. Now another fast break score on the alley-oop from Miller to Anthony. The only aggressor so far for Miami. Carmelo Anthony, 3 of 8 for 6 points in the first half. Give him 8 points now. The Heater down by 4. Carmelo got in there, got the bucket and the foul. Jab step fake and the beautiful jumper. Carmelo Anthony. Anthony scores. Carmelo Anthony is lighting up the Mile High City. 11 of his 17 here in the quarter. Anthony's runner is good. They haven't been able to contain Carmelo. 19 points in the game. This is Carmelo Anthony, and that is good. 21 for Carmelo. 9th time in the last 10 he's been over the 20-point mark.
That man is a scoring machine, just like Dwayne Wade.
Carmelo Anthony got another 2.
Carmelo will take it and make it. The Nuggets come away, an easy one for Carmelo.
No, they don't. I mean, if you look at it,
Anthony.
He's a great defensive player, Bob, but what he does is he
measures over the rookie and drills it. In double figures with 11.
He goes when he gets it.
Inside again, Anthony. The Nuggets bigs, Smitty, will go to the rim and go to the rim some more. Oh, back door, there it is. Miller and Anthony, you called it, Smitty. Carmelo. Nice move.
That was a beautiful move. Used his body, got to the rim, strong enough still to be able to finish.
And he's got it. Good track down by Carmelo Anthony, who gets his first 2.
He had just his fingertips on that to control that long outlet pass.
12 points, 6 rebounds. Going the other way is Melo, one of the leaders in the NBA with fast break points, his 4th. Carmelo off the double screen, down the middle, he gets it. I tell you what, he wanted the ball a little bit earlier, Scott, but Andre Miller picked the exact right passing point. Lob, Melo collects it and puts it in. Good play, Melo. Here goes Miller with 2 to shoot. And Carmelo Anthony with the follow. Nice play from Melo. He's got 12.
Point to who you're guarding. Okay, but Denver's kind of switching everything and rotating. Leave him alone.
Carmelo Anthony gets free on the baseline. So Melo's got 14 now. Melo blows by Morris. Oh, and he slams over Bateen. Long rebound is fielded by Miller. Ahead for Anthony. And Carmelo able to slam it.
Well, that's what they do. We talked about it.
And There is an assist for Miller.
Well, he is coming off the best game of his career. That's what George Karl said the other night. I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony. 42 points on just 18 shots.
Because Denver had possession. Miller for Carmelo Anthony.
This is the best lob team in the NBA, Marv. Miller has a knack for finding people.
On the leg that took the kick. Well, Carmelo Anthony now has 11. He hit his first 3 shots. Camby out, as is Earl Boykins, a 5'5" guard who's played exceptional basketball. And Carmelo once again, so he opens up by hitting 2 in a row here in the third. And
as Carmelo gets himself going on the baseline when he can be a playmaker. And Carmelo getting himself going.
Carmelo Anthony, for Carmelo Anthony, 7 of 17 from the field, 7 of 12. Anthony, good hustle by Carmelo Anthony with 3 Cavaliers back, and Mike Brown is very upset. Timeout, Cleveland. Nice play. The lead for Anthony from Martin. I was waiting for your reaction. All right, here's Anthony for 3. Carmelo Anthony with his first outside shot. It's only a second bucket.
In the corner for open 3.
Oh, Carmelo Anthony from Andre Miller on a beautiful lob setup. Shot clock down to 3. Anthony. Carmelo Anthony gets inside. And the long rebound fielded by Miller, and Anthony ahead of the field.
How about Andre Miller, aware of the fact that Carmelo Anthony was ahead of the field all by himself?
The lob for Anthony. Andre Miller to Carmelo Anthony, who has taken over down the stretch.
Melo blows by his man and throws it up and in. Basket counts foul. Melo with the follow. So Carmelo Anthony, great pass, and Carmelo Anthony throws it down. Carmelo with the left hand. Nicely done. See, he's got that left hand, but Nuggets have the lead. Carmelo Anthony drops it home. Carmelo Anthony, that's a candidate for our Lexus drive of the game. I'm going to say that early, yeah. Melo's got it. 5 to shoot. Earl Watson to Melo! Oh! Watson to Melo! 8 of their last 10 shots. Carmelo Anthony is on fire, and he slams down again. Carmelo's ahead. There he goes. Oh, he rams one over the NBA slam dunk champion, Josh Smith.
Melo drives and lays it in. That's what he's so good at. He's very effective with his outside perimeter game. Doesn't settle.
Carmelo's right there to put it in. Denver is the 5th best rebounding team in the NBA.
Now you see the fast break ability of this Denver team, and they really turn it on here.
Wizards shooting 54%. And with a pass to Carmelo, the Nuggets are shooting 46%. Carmelo, boy, that's hard to believe.
I agree with you. I mean, he just continued to back Jared down. He created the
ahead to a streaking Carmelo Anthony, and he stuffs it in easily. Now he penetrates and scores. Carmelo the other way. Lays it in. 4 quick points by the Nuggets and cut the Washington lead to 5. And screaming for defense. Wow. Carmelo answers with a 3.
We're going to find out right now as he makes Carmelo Anthony shoot over the top. Now, this is the worst. We talked about Anthony. Hits the shot.
The Rockets could use a timeout right now. Ryan Bowen is really gasping for breath. But that's the way he plays. He hustles 100 miles an hour every time.
Carmelo Anthony hits on the outside. Back outside to Watson. Little head fake on Moochie. Gives it up to Anthony. He'll fire it up and in. Carmelo Anthony hits only his 10th three-pointer of the season. Puts it up and in. Carmelo Anthony. A class act. Carmelo Anthony taking it to the basket. Good defense, but he makes it anyway. Anthony gets the 2 points plus the foul. 2. Anthony from downtown Denver. And he beat the buzzer. Another slam dunk for the Denver Nuggets.
Carmelo Anthony. And Anthony from the perimeter. Alley-oop to Melo, and it drops home, and he's fouled. Step back. And I don't think there's any way that Mike Dunleavy can cover Carmelo Anthony. A 9-1 scoring run for the Nuggets. They lead at 15-7. Come underneath, score.
See, he can get the basket on Dunleavy absolutely every time.
Carmelo with a pull-up. Yes. So Carmelo Anthony, as he has been, on fire. 11 points in the quarter. George Karl, double Carmelo, spins around the group and scores.
Got this thing back under control.
Much better defense. And Carmelo Anthony drops one home. Miller to Melo. Scored. Andre Miller. Nice pass. Melo drops it home. So the Nuggets out on the break. Nuggets trying to execute in the half court. Carmelo pulls up and nails it. Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony reverses on Iguodala. He has 2. Overall record 14-14. And Carmelo Anthony, the alley-oop. Carmelo's got 4 quick points.
Sure, he's at the best. Another backdoor play. Iguodala giving it up to Carmelo again. But they say when Philadelphia is at its best is when Iverson is in more assist mode.
Carmelo score.
Boy, just a nifty little move just past the free throw line where he gets that shoulder.
Melo slithers by. Shot block. Melo follow. Yes. I like the way Melo's staying after it on the offensive glass. Melo's got it. Reverse on Dallenberg. He rams it home and a foul.
I mean, that was kind of the philosophy.
Carmelo over Iguodala. Yes. Carmelo Anthony. He's got 21 points. Melo with some fancy dribbling, and he bumps it down.
He's got to have something special.
Carmelo launches. He's in the zone, folks. Carmelo Anthony, 25 points now. Carmelo. Score! Carmelo Anthony.
The one guy that has kept Denver in this quarter.
Yes. Carmelo Anthony now with 31. Pretty good save there. Melo, long 3. Good! Oh, Melo!
And he is doing it right now.
Oh, forget about it.
Right down to the wire.
Carmelo along the baseline. Foul. Carmelo Anthony out to Iguodala. No. Rebounded by Miller. Ahead is Melo. There he goes. Score! On the money pass by Andre Miller. Carmelo, can he do it again? Yes, he can. Melodrama here at the Pepsi Center. 45 for Carmelo Anthony.
And Carmelo Anthony, who dug in this month of December, has had 3 separate 40-point games.
Yeah, he's been terrific. The other night, a 45-point game, like they're going to do a lot of switching on the screen rolls. Elsa now playing Ray Allen.
And a pickpocket. It's Anthony gliding to for an easy 2.
Denver, second league in steals, second league points off turnovers. Seattle must take care of the ball.
That is a 3 by Carmelo Anthony. This is not a good 3-point shooting Denver team either.
Well, if he's going to make those shots, you can't guard him. So now you got to step out on the perimeter.
And it's interesting, Denver is at about the same position now as they were last year at this same time. Here's another great steal. Anthony finishes at the other end. Seattle looks sluggish. As we said, they played in Minnesota last night. Great pass inside. Thank you, Craig. And there's Carmelo Anthony as the first player in double figures. Earl Watson is coming for the first time for Denver. An interesting story, interesting player on this team. Anthony hits from outside. Carmelo has gone 6 of 8 with the game-high 13.
Boy, he looks so much better this year. Early last year, he had so many things going on in his line.
As we start this second quarter, and with the game-high 15 points is Carmelo Anthony. He had 45, a season high, on Tuesday against Philadelphia. Rebound by Anthony, offensive rebound, and he's got a game-high 17. He came in that Allen trade with Milwaukee.
Flip Murray played very well against Denver last year. Here's Carmelo once again on the run out for his 23rd point of the game. But Flip Murray played well last year against this Denver team, Kevin. He averaged almost 18 points a game. So it's funny how when you play against a team that you feel confident against.
Denver 56% shooting from the floor. They've been well above 50% throughout the entire game. And
we already talked about that. That's who they are. Here's another layup here for Denver. Nobody there shutting off the baseline. Again, they have no shot blockers. They block 3 shots a game, which is second worst in the league behind Toronto.
Anthony's got 27, and Sonics are shooting okay tonight, 47%. And that goes back to what you said. They got to get him more involved. Look at Anthony again.
Well, he's just having his way. He's just taking the ball wherever he wants to take it. He's shooting the jump shot.
Now Finley on Carmelo. And Melo, who's been draining the jump shot, takes George Karl's advice to the step back and brings one. They're shooting 34%. He's putting it. The assist by Andre Miller. In San Antonio, Popovich wants a 20-second timeout quick. Great job by Kenyon Martin. Under control, wasn't going crazy. Buckner to Melo. Melo's got a bit of a lead and he lays it up and in. I think Carmelo Anthony has figured out Bruce Bowen. As Carmelo flushes one down the pipe. I'll tell you what, Carmelo. And Melo throws it up and in. Basket counts. Carmelo crossover on Bowen. Lay it up and in. That's what Bowen's going to see for the next 3 or 4 years.
Make it 4.
Ricky just got outfoxed there by Anthony.
Oh, he travels, but he also got a basket. Cover Anthony, and Anthony goes to the rack. Anthony intent on getting to the basket and did. Anthony gets 2 and is fouled by Delonte West. Anthony knocks it down, and Dr. seen enough. He's going to take a timeout.
Largest lead of the night belongs to Denver. 8:49 to go in the third quarter. 69-57 Nuggets.
Anthony wastes no time. Anthony makes a 2. Nahara saves it nicely into Anthony. His floater goes down.
Now Melo's got it. Pull up. Yes. So Carmelo Anthony hits his first shot. Melo with the jumper.
But who knows? Kenyon, I tell you what, I think plays better, man. To be honest with you.
Carmelo inside. Yes. And a foul.
See, and that's what we talked about in the open about Granger. This kid is tough. He's gritty. He can play some defense. He's got a strong upper body.
Oh, yes. Does Melo need a screen with Granger there?
Well, on that time,
who's going to stop him?
Oh.
Nobody!
Oh, man.
Carmelo Anthony. Whipped cream and a cherry.
Carmelo Anthony. Scott Hastings said this best about a couple of weeks ago.
Wiggins. Oh, he missed the layup. Followed by Carmelo Anthony. He's got 23 now.
Carmelo Anthony on the drive. Oh, nice move. Slashing baseline and scoring on the reverse.
Very good adjustment in the air. A little bit late. The ball was over his head. What happened is when you attack that shooter in the corner, which is what Anthony did, when the ball is released, he releases. Doesn't play the 5 as many times as people think he does in this one. There's a good shot. That's too good a shot. Melo.
Anthony on the drive. Oh, over the shoulder reverse layup. That was sweet.
Swing it to Anthony.
46 or 48 all, beg your pardon.
No one there to defend him.
4th assist of the game for Jason Terry. Carmelo Anthony quickly hitting the jumper. Anthony. Make the pass, laid it in traffic. Anthony for 3. Carmelo Anthony this year has only hit 23%.
He's grabbing it once again.
Anthony over Van Horn. Anthony's got it, and that is a 3 that is away and good at the buzzer. Overtime at Denver. Now this will be reviewed, and one thing that can be looked at was his foot on the line. Boykins throwing it inside. That's a lob to Anthony. Lay it up good with a foul.
Not alert defensively that time.
And he's got another year on his contract. There's Anthony with that quick jumper.
It's a compliment to your game.
Well, Anthony's got to be used to it because he's going to command that kind of attention in his career. Had an easy open shot. Anthony will take a 3-pointer and hit it. Look how easy that jump shot was from 24 feet. And an 18-4 run now by Denver. And Wesley and Austin.
The double team will be coming.
Anthony takes it inside, and boy, did you see the way he was able to bump Mutombo out of the way. An extra pass to Carmelo Anthony for a long 2. 8 seconds, down to 7. Anthony, will he take it? I guess so. 4 seconds.
He will take it.
Down to 3. Carmelo Anthony goes for the win and hits a jumper with 1 second left to play.
Carmelo got a good look, easy shot, he nails it. Those are the kind of shots that early in the season Melo was missing. Now he's drilling every one. That's more of a high percentage shot.
But great hands by Carmelo Anthony as Nash tried to raise. Unselfish play by Earl Watson. Had the layup himself and gave it to Anthony.
Another turnover for Nash.
I mean, it might get a sweat.
Carmelo misses the layup and follows it up and in. So good persistence by Melo. He's got 13 points. Carmelo Anthony, persistence. So he misses another layup, but gets his own rebound again. Here comes Carmelo, and he lays it up and in. Carmelo, jump shot, and he put a little mustard on it. That's the same shot he was missing, just shot a little farther that time. And Carmelo has another rebound. Melo's going for a big rebounding game. He pulls up for a long three, and just about where he hit that, that was a 2. Carmelo's going to the rack. Got it! Carmelo Anthony now with 25. Carmelo, full back, bang! Melo now with a, let's get it back. Melo, here he comes.
But what a play right there.
Suns by a couple. Melo backing in. Oh, nice spin. And he leaves Marion in his dust. Carmelo Anthony. He jams it home on the alley-oop.
And Carmelo Anthony played 47 minutes.
Carmelo with the spin. And he jams it up and in. Marion and Carmelo collide. Boykin's looking for Melo. Carmelo's got it. Carmelo pull-up, shoots. He scores! With 2.9 seconds remaining. Fade away. Tough shot over Kevin Garnett. So Carmelo Anthony's first basket of the night. There goes Melo. Straight to the glass. Score it. Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo with a fadeaway. And he's got it. And stolen by Carmelo Anthony. Should be a rim rattler. And gently putting it to bed is Carmelo Anthony. To Carmelo, 9 to shoot. Melo's double. In the lane. The runner is good. So Carmelo Anthony working his way inside. Well, the good news with Garnett, even though he's scoring every time, he's only making 2-pointers. So the Nuggets trying to respond. And the Wolves have made 6 of 12 3-point shots. Carmelo Anthony for 3. And Melo gets one back. Melo looks like he's running very gingerly here, Scott.
Well, he was on the bench during one of the timeouts, and he's holding that rib again on that left side.
Been able to score. Their defense has not been good tonight. Carmelo Anthony, 3-pointer, yes.
Banged up his ribs last night. Anthony takes it in and lays it off the glass. There's a steal. We saw 19 of them last night by the Bobcats.
They will push the ball even after a score, and they get a dunk.
The Bucks are flat-footed, John. Ford, Red, Kukoc, Godzarich, and Mo Williams. Carmelo Anthony right through the Bucks. Nahara knew it was short, but it goes right to Carmelo Anthony. Smaller player in your era. Carmelo Anthony inside. Nobody knows about it. Carmelo Anthony on the run out.
And could I run like that? Nope.
Goes to Andre, ahead for Watson, up for Carmelo Anthony. Now, folks, that's a fast break.
It's tremendous.
Shoot within 8 seconds of getting the ball on the other end.
Yes, he did. Obviously, that's how they've gotten back into these games.
Carmelo Anthony counted, and a foul. Red got it. Kenyon Martin blocks Red, and on the other end, it's Carmelo Anthony. He has 33 points.
His tremendous shooting percentage difference.
35. Miller finds Anthony.
We'll start out 0 for 4, and here it is. Denver loves to run. They average 101 points a game. Bounces. Anthony up, under, and good. Miller top of the circle, goes inside, and Anthony just backed his way in. Miller picks up his dribble. Lob inside Anthony.
They've got him down twice now. They got the ball to him low.
A reset now. Oh, not that. Not that.
Heinrich hollering across court. Hey!
Anthony. Oh, block. Oh, tough call. And count the basket. And Kenyon Martin right there now finds Anthony. There's perfect example of what you and I have been talking about. Stay back, don't. There you go. Hey, congratulations, you made it. 5-point game. Anthony now with 25, but 8 of 20 from the field. Anthony, rocker, step, and jumper. Anthony going one-on-one, drives in, got contact, and the basket.
In those 5 games, there has not been one night when both guys got it going.
Oh, there goes Melo on the run out. That is Denver Nugget basketball. 4 to shoot. Look at Anthony break the double team. The backcourt. Anthony's been so good driving from that right side in this hot run. Been to the All-Star game. Lost LeBron there. And he has played at an all-star level. And first step's so quick for Carmelo. There he is, right there, getting to the rim and getting the hoop.
Unbelievable finish, but again, it shows the patience of Carmelo Anthony. Didn't force it, and he comes up hobbling a little bit.
Anthony seeing the double, just steps back and splash. To Anthony, will Newble get some help? Anthony, baseline, soaring dunk. Wow!
Well, he's quick, and there's an open jumper. Carmelo will not miss many of those. Draws a double team, throws it down inside to AK, stolen away by Kenyon Martin, and that starts to break, and the flush by Melo. Nuggets on the break, tag given chase, but not fast enough to catch Carmelo. Picked up, 11 on the shot, follow away jumper, good. Carmelo, 4 buckets, 8 points for Carmelo Anthony. He has hit 4 of his first 7. The lob, oh, what a beauty! Carmelo in double digits with 10.
You know, that kind of play, the backdoor play, that works a lot when guys are starting to cheat over the top.
How about that move? Melo just driving up, lays it up right hand, 21-13 Denver. And Carmelo has scored 12 of the 21. There's Melo at 12 in the opening quarter. He's been shut down since, but then he drives it up. And AK got a piece of it, and that starts a break. Watson up, alley-oop. And the layup by Melo. 19 for Carmelo in the first half. 55-33. 55-34. The lob. Oh! What a show by Carmelo. 21 in the half. Hands it back to Andre. Another alley-oop down inside. Look at the pass. Oh, Elsa to Melo. His first bucket of the third quarter. 25.
And I don't think that as Carmelo Anthony knocks down an 18-foot jumper, this is probably a little better defensive team.
Anthony Bowen tried to pull the chair out from under him. And Anthony with a smart play. Carmelo Anthony drills that one. And Anthony with his second field goal. Anthony, good hard move. Bruce Bowen wanted the offensive foul, as does Greg Popovich.
Likes to face up, likes to move around and take that J. Carmelo Anthony answers with a 3. Carmelo on the break. Carmelo. And he's making a shot tonight, folks. Watch out. Yeah, Bob saw that. He's been watching a little film. He got a little late to come over on Carmelo. Carmelo Anthony making it look easy. 11 points. He's going to try to find somebody. Villanueva just checked in from Connecticut. He's going to find somebody who wants to try to stop him. He got it. Wow. Carmelo Anthony. 13 points here in the first quarter on 6 of 7 shooting for coming out and playing with the quad they played with. Kenyon Martin watches his pal. Carmelo score on a foul. Boy, the Raptors slow. Now Carmelo fires away and hits again. Carmelo Anthony already with 24. Check that. That was Villanueva. Carmelo's ahead of the pack, and he does it. Boy, Carmelo Anthony has the Denver Nuggets trying to stay ahead. Melo converts. Well, he's got that shot going tonight, doesn't he? He sure does, and he's fouled. Carmelo doubled. Round the double. Here he comes. Left-hand layup. Good. Wow. Carmelo's got 30. Very short. Leaking out his Melo. There we go. Score.
3-2 against the Northwest Division. Beautiful move by Anthony that time. Got it around a couple of Trailblazers.
They get around 13 a game, but the Blazers are the worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA. So.
Miller, Carmelo scores and he's fouled. It'll go against Jarrett Jack and a 3-point opportunity. Carmelo hit on the arm, scores, and he's fouled. Kenyon Martin wants to challenge and Radley blocks the shot, and Carmelo got it back. like Steve Blake was off to the races with that ball. Boykins back to Carmelo. Can he get on the board? And he does here in the second half.
Now that's a change in philosophy right there. They're trying to get him the ball somehow.
Watson has Anthony with him, lobs it up. Not a good pass, but Carmelo adjusted and put it home. So Blazers stay with that, and Carmelo knocks down the jumper. And if he gets hot, Kenyon Martin, will he take the shot again? Yes, he will. Kenyon gets away with a push-off on Telfair, and Carmelo, and lays it in. Carmelo the catch, and short on the finish, but gets it back and puts it in.
Carmelo Anthony rocks back and shoots on Singleton.
Over the last 15 games, 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 block shots per game. No rotation whatsoever today. And Marcus Camby's absence should not count against him in the All-Star selections, because there's precedent for that with Ray Allen just a few years ago from the Seattle Sonics.
Anthony, 8 points for Carmelo. And defense has been a strength of the Clippers. Anthony off the break brings Denver to within 2.
Winning three-point shot at Portland the other night. Oh, Carmelo Anthony with the drop step along the baseline.
And the foul. Anthony will be on the line going for a 3-point play when we come back. There's another alley-oop lob, and this time Anthony went up to get it and then finished. Anthony is open.
The Clippers' transition defense leaves so much to be desired.
Or was there just a non-foul call? And Anthony scores at the other end.
Finally.
Carmelo around the horn, left-hand layup, yes.
Mobley's getting on Kaman, and Watson almost gets the steal on the inbound pass.
Alley-oop, Melo back the other way, so the Nuggets off and running, and they lead at 12-9.
And you know what? And you got Cassell just yelling. He's yelling at the guys, you got to run back.
Carmelo Anthony scores and a foul. So finally a bright moment for the Denver Nuggets as Carmelo Anthony, Singleton giving him. Carmelo Anthony zips one through.
And competing against the post-up guys, Artest and Bonzi Wells.
And there's Carmelo Anthony with the jumper over Artest. And Carmelo Anthony with his second field goal. These are seasoned guys now. They're coming in off the bench. Melo, and he hits the turnaround.
A little more experience out there and a lot more confidence.
1-point game. And there's Melo with a 3. Carmelo Anthony.
It's like a Mike Bibby. He can go for 20 anytime.
And Carmelo all the way. That was a good decision by Artest to let him go at midcourt. He
put some pressure on the Nuggets star.
And good ball movement results in Carmelo Anthony's basket.
Well, the Nuggets really like to attack. I mean, every time they get possession, they like to play early offense.
And Carmelo with great body control.
Yeah, 6'8" and 230. You see,
the Kings playing a lot of one-on-one here in the third quarter.
They sure are, and not doing it particularly successfully either. Patience and execution.
Big time right there.
Yeah,
Carmelo Anthony. 91-85, 2-pointer. Anthony hits. He got Artest cut up on a screen.
At the Pepsi Center.
The Jazz come up with something like that, and then, oh, how about that? They come
slapped away by Harper, picked up and dropped in by Anthony. 2 early fouls. Anthony, the fall away, sweet. Knocks it straight down. Carmelo with 8.
And he was rewarded for it after a great block there by Kenyon Martin. Carmelo Anthony with a nice little move.
But not for long.
Great penetrator.
Carmelo cuts through. AK right there. Now the jumper. Fall away.
Good.
Yes. Carmelo. There's a jumper. Carmelo hits. Melo. He's hit the 20 mark.
The Nuggets can get their offense cranked up tonight.
It's important to start off hot and attacking kind of mode, because Portland got in late playing that game against Minnesota last night.
Ooh. Slamming it through is Carmelo Anthony. Nice hustle by Camby. Melo, the recipient.
And I tell you what, Jack looked like he slapped his arm. No call, but a good job by Camby keeping that thing alive. And
he does.
And everybody else got to get there somewhere else.
Carmelo underneath. Yes, and one. And DeMelo scored.
Well, that's the kind of defense that George Karl wants, and Portland's going to take a timeout.
With 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Carmelo, he's due to get on a roll, and he swishes one. Carmelo blows by.
I'll tell you what, Carmelo may have gotten away with a little bit of Ward.
He slam dunks over Theo.
I'm standing up.
From the Nuggets, a 3-on-1, make it a 4-on-1, and Carmelo finishes.
I told you like to score. He should have stayed out of that play. Let's see what Jason does one-on-one.
Carmelo catching and finishing. Kenyon Martin missing from the foul line, but flying in for the offensive rebound. And the defensive glass has killed the Warriors here in the first quarter.
Points in the paint, and that's what they thrive on.
Deep two, and he drops it in.
Not much you can do about it. Dribble, drive, look, and then steps it back.
Carmelo Anthony driving.
He just took Dunleavy right out of the lane with that right shoulder.
Carmelo inside. Peters doesn't want to commit that third foul.
Made sure everybody got involved and took his time.
Carmelo Anthony, first field goal of the second half.
How big is that? Could they make him use 10 seconds? Not yet.
Well, it's the worst of every world. It's a field goal plus a foul. Carmelo wheeling. And away from the double team and got to the rim very quickly. Warriors rebuild the double-figure lead. Anthony a three, good. Keep the clock running, get it into the front court. Jason stolen by Anthony, who lays it in.
You can't dribble through a double team. In the back court, it's disaster.
Carmelo Anthony for Denver knocks down that two. His second field goal. He's missed 4 shots. So if they can have a little burst here, they'll have Chicago right back where they had him in the first game. Nice feed. Anthony's hands look fine on the catch there if you're just joining us. Carmelo Anthony.
That's where he is so tough. When he catches that ball in his short wing ISO area.
Anthony. In his last 3 field goals.
Well, you're asking an awful lot of Andres Nocioni on that play. Earl Boykins comes off pick and roll. Nocioni traps him.
Anthony.
He's just got such great pace to his offensive game now.
Anthony connects.
8-point game. It's one of the great records. I mean, it's really a tough number to get for a lot of different reasons. Number one,
Anthony baseline and 1.
It's exactly the same play that Carmelo Anthony made in the Cleveland game to win that game. Caught it, throws him, no hesitation immediately, swings through, goes baseline, gets the finish.
The crowd now into it. Carmelo Anthony inside. Beautiful feed by Watson.
Very John Stockton-like by Andre Miller.
Anthony, 1-point game. Timeout, Chicago. Anthony on the run out. And that's what Avery Johnson said. I want my guys to think like defensive backs tonight. From the corner, Carmelo has a dozen to lead all Denver scores. Jerry Stackhouse has the same point total for the Mavs. His 4th rebound, going out to Anthony. Well, if you shoot it to Anthony, beautiful. Anthony hits another jumper. He's been passing well, hitting that shot as well. 7 field goals for Anthony. He has 23.
2-on-1 the other way. Anthony the jam. Flying down the lane on the finish. Oh, Carmelo Anthony just undressed Robert Swift and Wilkins. Anthony to the left side of the free throw key, knocks it down 18 feet. Miller drops it into Anthony, spins in the post, double team. Swift got a hand on it. Anthony, though, strong to the bucket. Bullet pass to Anthony, separates from Allen and scores underneath the basket off the right side. Carmelo across the lane. Buckner bounces the pass inside to Anthony. Collison stepped up, and Anthony intercepted by Anthony, coast to coast, lays it in over Allen and score. Then off the screen, Anthony straight down the barrel, skying for the flush.
Great execution by the Suns defensively, not on that play, but before, able to get the rebound and space on the floor.
It's his outside shot. So Denver better suited to go inside to Carmelo Anthony. Final seconds, and Carmelo Anthony right on target. The Suns have been fabulous from behind the line here in the first half. In and out and down for Carmelo Anthony. Kurt Thomas puts it off the glass, and a strong move there by Carmelo Anthony. Jump shot from the outside, hits all net for Carmelo Anthony. Coming out of that timeout, Anthony powers in on Sean Marion, and Carmelo now. Inside, bucket and 1 for Carmelo Anthony. Outplaying the opposing point guard. As Carmelo Anthony makes an impressive move along the baseline. Over the last 10, the opposing point guards against Nash averaging just 7 points and 4 assists. The only player back for the Suns is Boris Diaw, and then the hoop from Carmelo Anthony. Anthony now wants to back down on Raja Bell, draws the contact from Diao, bucket and one for Carmelo Anthony.
Turn on a defrost.
Carmelo Anthony adding to his point total.
Nice pass, and Melo lays it up and in. 2 fouls on Eli, so he checks out. Bernard Robinson comes in, and Carmelo Anthony has his 4th point. Carmelo with a good look right over the top of Robinson. Carmelo. Rebound Melo. Spin away. Yes.
And Denver's first offensive rebound of the quarter, and it comes to 2 points.
Nice pass, Miller to Carmelo. Yes. That's the way to run the fast break. Carmelo with the good look. Yes. Andre Miller the assist, and Carmelo Anthony scores his 14th point. And the Nuggets score their 57th point. Carmelo's got 16. Alley-oop now. And the Nuggets starting to dissect this zone a little bit. Carmelo Anthony. And he's got it. And Carmelo Anthony with his 20th point.
Firing 50% from the field against the Wizards, and Carmelo is quick to answer. And hope to have things cleaned up momentarily. Carmelo Anthony. Underneath the stuff by Carmelo, who has not been very shy to start this game. Carmelo again, and he knocks down the 3. Carmelo Anthony finds Carmelo open for 3 again. 11 turnovers tonight for the Timberwolves. Carmelo Anthony off the glass. Melo backing in on Hassel. KG comes over with a help defense, trying to swat it away and just missed. Earl with a bounce pass out to Carmelo, who knocks down another 3. Another assist to Carmelo Anthony.
Go under the screen with Andre Miller. It's such a nice luxury to have to not have that guy be a threat, but he's a threat.
Melo puts it through, gets it to Carmelo. Pounded by Trenton Hassel, over Hassel and in.
Carmelo. Carmelo Anthony's first bucket. Down the middle, Melo, basket counts foul. Nice pass from the perimeter by Andre Miller. Couple of free throws made. Carmelo by Williams. Scored. Carmelo Anthony with his 11th point. So Melo having a very good first quarter, as usual.
Great pass right there by Andre Miller. Denver, here's a sign you're not getting up and playing anybody defensively.
Carmelo blows by his man and slams it through. That is a candidate for our Lexus drive of the game. It's been all Milwaukee tonight. Carmelo got it.
See the fall through? See the arm and the hold on the fall through? I think that might be a key.
4-4 in the early going. Moving a 6-4 as Carmelo Anthony blows by Tayshaun Prince. And played well. Carmelo Anthony down the lane. A little Melo drama here in the first quarter.
If your jump shot is going down, go to the basket just like that. No float, no finger roll.
Carmelo, yes! 8 points for Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo, yes! Kenyon to the assist. Melo's got 10. Carmelo floater, yes! Carmelo Anthony playing under control. Nuggets up by 4, looking for more. Camby with a beautiful pass, and Flip Saunders another timeout.
Boy, he's hot. He ran out onto the floor to call this technical. He is upset with his Pistons.
Alley-oop Melo. What a pass by Miller. Right on the money. Carmelo around Delfino. Yes. And one.
He got the call.
Spectacular. Alley-oop. And the Nuggets are pouring it on here. Timeout, Detroit. Kenyon Martin the rebound. Off to the races is Melo. There he goes. Yes! The Pepsi Center is alive.
And that sets up Anthony for the outside shot. He saw Wesley come over to help. You can't leave Carmelo. Ralston with 4 assists now, all 4 for Houston, and a basket counted by Carmelo Anthony. Threw it right to Anthony. Carmelo Anthony with a 3. Now, he is not a good three-point shooter. Carmelo Anthony shoots it over Keith Bogans for 2. Anthony with 16 points already. Carmelo Anthony, great spin move baseline. Look at the English he put on that basketball. But I think his off-court problem scared off a lot of teams. There's Anthony. Camby cut off at the pass by Yao. Carmelo from the outside with a three. That's his second of the game. Carmelo Anthony, he's feeling it tonight.
He's the only source of offense for the Denver Nuggets. Got to find a way to keep him from getting the ball.
Anthony, man.
I don't think he's touched the rim the whole night.
Carmelo Anthony. Hogan's trying to slow him down a little bit. They'll go right back to him again. He'll turn and fire and hit. Boy, he is in one of those zones. Carmelo has been awfully quiet until now.
Patterson out to Carmelo. And Melo shooting with pure confidence. Carmelo. And he's got another one. Streaking is Carmelo. Yes!
Nice job. Two things. One, the pass by Miller.
Carmelo Anthony with the floater. His 10th point.
Behind you.
Carmelo Anthony shooting with confidence. Nursing a 3-point lead. Carmelo and a nice pass by Andre Miller. That was a tough one because Melo out on the break. Patterson, nice pass. Oh, Melo rams it home. Back to Melo. I tell you, Patterson and Melo, it looks like they've been playing together for 5 years. Like Carmelo Anthony was a Cincinnati Bearcat.
But I tell you, Patterson and Melo, I can tell by the way he runs. He knows if he can give it up.
Carmelo Anthony got it.
I tell you, he is still steaming a Turkaloo from that first half when he thought that he was getting bumped and beat.
Carmelo Anthony's got 20 points. Shot clock's at 6. Melo, pull up. Yes. Boy, he's automatic. He is shooting as well from the perimeter as he has in his Nuggets career. Carmelo, yes. Carmelo's 24th point. Carmelo Anthony with the tricky move. And a nice pass by Andre Miller. So the Nuggets out quickly and lead 6-2. Pick and roll. Melo's wide open. And you can't give him that shot now. Early in the season you could, but not anymore.
He's still squinting. I mean, he was squinting. Denver led 15-6 at timeout.
5 for Atkins. Carmelo Anthony answers back with a dunk. It's Jones and Carmelo Anthony easily over Dante Jones. So 9 for Carmelo, who's still squinting a bit. Melo got it. 11 points for Carmelo Anthony. Off to a sizzling start and drains it. So Carmelo Anthony now has 16 points on 6 of 12 shooting. Carmelo. And Carmelo drops it home. Dante Jones got hit in the face. Alley-oop. Oh, yes. Carmelo complaining on a lot of plays. Carmelo rises up. Oh, and he nails it. Carmelo Anthony on a hot streak. Andre Miller spots. Oh, and he jams it up and in. Field goal list for 4 minutes. Carmelo Anthony again. If you haven't seen alley-oop. Oh, and finally the Nuggets get the alley-oop to work. Would you say the Nuggets are one of the best alley-oop teams in the NBA?
Correct.
Carmelo Anthony restores order. Boy, Melo's jump shooting has just been pure the last 5 games.
Dunks.
Carmelo. And Carmelo goes down and sinks it anyway.
Look at this pass.
And a dunk by Anthony.
So they've got 6 points, and all of them are either dunks or layups.
One fast break team in the NBA. Miller the assist. And the great-looking tomahawk by Carmelo Anthony.
That's what you got to worry about, though. You run on that baseline. He should have won it.
Look at Anthony and a great feed from the outside. Miller.
It's a great spot.
This is Carmelo Anthony crabbing inside and finds 2. And
geez, Kevin, we talked about it. You go for a steal. Ooh. You go for a steal and you open up the lane. You cannot dive into the passing lane.
Go inside. Points in the paint, basically the same. Pick and roll. Boykins and Evans. And Anthony, another offensive rebound, and down it goes.
And all of a sudden, Denver is getting up on that glass.
Melo for 2, and Carmelo Anthony's got 23. Denver has defeated the top 9 teams in the NBA this season. With plays and shots like that, Carmelo Anthony, 25 and 36 minutes. Patterson, Anthony into 3 for the lead. Carmelo Anthony puts it in. And a timeout for Philadelphia.
Melo's first shot could be coming up. Fade away. And he's got it. No, Carmelo Anthony averaging just over 26 points a game. Gets his first 2. And Melo has been burying his jump shots. And Carmelo Anthony puts it up and in. His 6th point. Shoots over it. And the inevitable. Carmelo scores again. Carmelo. And he nails another one right in Bonner's face. Bonner. Carmelo. And he drops it home.
Boy, he looked like he got bumped right there, no call, and he's grimacing again.
Patterson in post-up mode, out to Carmelo. And Melo drains a long two-pointer.
Anthony quick to the basket for 2.
Yeah, and he's a lot faster than Wally.
Anthony pulls up, and that's the mid-range shot that Tom was talking about.
They have some people that can score.
Anthony in traffic, and that's going to count. He'll get to the line. Patterson back to Anthony, and a foul. Anthony deep.
Well, he's out of the box.
Anthony is still hot.
Yeah, well, he gets it in 18 feet.
Nice hands by Carmelo Anthony. Oh, that's it. What's that? What is that? Nearly picked off by Anthony. That one is picked off by Martin. And Anthony gets 2.
That was the classic.
Speaking of, he's 9 for 9. Reggie Evans, of all people, is calling for the ball. Gets it inside to Anthony. He's perfect. Alley-oop inside. Wow. 76-74. 76-76. Anthony carries it.
That was too easy. That was too easy.
Anthony goes back door.
We've barely broken a sweat as Anthony knocks it down.
Melo. Yeah. 2 consecutive hoops for him.
Anthony now on the drive. Oh! Finish from Anthony. No help defense that time. Anthony, good second effort.
How active he is inside.
Quick second jump each season in the NBA. Anthony. Boy, his jumper looks smooth, and you've never said this, his body looks sleek.
Melo doesn't need one.
Miller inside to Anthony. Boy, excellent defense from the Nuggets to set up an easy 2.
Yeah, Naharar, we mentioned that thing, passion, Patterson.
And Anthony, all that work, and he knocks it down. 19 for Carmelo Anthony. Anthony, shake and bake. Tell you, you're about to say that's not a good shot, but he is out of the stroke.
Anthony usually likes the left side. This time the right side with the swish.
He's now 10 for 17.
Look at how quick he gets up. There goes Anthony's baseline.
Absolutely no help. Anthony knocks down the jumper. And 31 points for Carmelo Anthony. Now, this season, that's the 21st time
Anthony gets away, and they have all come inside.
He just really didn't have a feel for it.
Anthony just bodies, only scored 2 points.
You can't help off of him. But I think the fact that he is going back there makes it that much more important to David.
By Peja Stojakovic, there's the fake, and there's the make.
Well, he knows it's Peja Stojakovic, but he knows enough.
And Anthony fading away. 2 points against Orlando. Off balance, the scissor kick. Stays with it. 6'8" and 230. Takes it right to the hoop, and he has a 3-point opportunity. 4. Anthony buries it.
Well, what they got was the switch, and they wanted to get Jackson.
Leading the Pacers. Anthony, and he fights his way with Granger through. And they put the ball in the hands of Anthony versus Granger. 4 seconds, rises from deep and hits right in the face of Granger with 2 seconds left.
More than 2,000 games, regular season games for Dick Bavetta, as Carmelo Anthony comes up firing, and over the last 3 games he's been averaging.
And all just really smart play around the basket as Carmelo Anthony spins around Shane Battier and gets the and one on the slam.
Grizzlies have their largest lead of the night. It is 8, and Anthony working inside against Mike Miller. 2:10 remaining in the first.
Good job by Jake, just hanging around, not allowing Anthony to get the deep post position as he hits the 15-footer from the floor.
Carmelo Anthony off the dribble. The fadeaway is right in. Carmelo Anthony for the season 48% from the floor. And folks, those are not all post-ups for Denver. 2 on the shot clock. Anthony up against it, puts it in.
To him as they were doing to Pau Gasol earlier.
And Carmelo Anthony going one-on-one. The individual brilliance that is Carmelo Anthony. And make no mistake, Anthony again. If the Nuggets are to rally from what was a 20-point deficit, it's going to be on Carmelo Anthony. And Carmelo Anthony has all of Denver's points in the second half.
He is just a pure shooter.
You never want anybody to come into your house and show you up. The offense. Carmelo Anthony, good again.
You know they're going to put the ball in the hands of Carmelo Anthony here on the play. As he's able to go straight to the basket and dunk the ball.
And Anthony gets to the rim again. Anthony had 18 in the third quarter. Looks to operate again. And he hits over Eddie Jones. Carmelo Anthony with 31, his 23rd game.
Well, they've answered the runs, Pete, as you see Carmelo Anthony still lighting it up from the outside, folks.
Carmelo's first shot of the game. Nothing but net. Didn't get any playing time, but here with the Denver Nuggets as Carmelo Anthony easily beats his man, and suddenly it's 15-8 Nuggets. Carmelo. And Carmelo lays it in.
12 of the 12 points are a second chance, and what a great feed by Andre Miller to Carmelo.
Plays a nice pass. Carmelo's got a dunk or a layup. And Carmelo Anthony's got 10.
Into the road trip.
Isley to Melo, and Melo scores. One thing I like about Isley, and George Karl said it last night, stolen away by Melo. He took it away from Reggie Evans.
They bounced it and it looked like it got loose. Carmelo crashing the glass.
On the run, Carmelo, yes. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Carmelo. Carmelo, swish. Oh, Melo instead passes it up. Carmelo will try a three-pointer. And he swishes it. For Carmelo Anthony, that's one area he could really improve his game if he can get his three-point percentage up into the 30s. Melo, yes! Great pass by Isley. And Carmelo Anthony.
So Carmelo Anthony pulls up from the outside and drains it.
He has just been on fire with his mid-range game.
Up firing. Oh, perfect rhythm off that shot. Not stand out and just shoot the perimeter shot like this. But why not? He's hit his last three. Why stop? There is Carmelo inside.
It's a great out-of-bounds play they run on the side. And Howard Isley tonight becomes even more important with Earl Boykins not here.
A two-point game. The champions against the new-look Nuggets, and Anthony going to work again. 28-24. Must beat them by a game. The tiebreaker belongs to Detroit. Anthony drains one from the perimeter. a fierce competitor, folks. On the dribble, attacking, spinning, good. Can't stop him. Fades on Bowen, and that's his second field goal. Came at a big time. 65-62. There's Carmelo back on the floor, up firing from the wing. So that long rest that Popovich gave Duncan throughout the game is paying off here in the fourth quarter, and Bowen on the bench. Anthony drains it. Into the playoffs. That'll be exciting. Carmelo Anthony with another 30-point plus game here tonight.
Puts it mid-block left, and quickly Anthony drives right to the cup and laid it in. 10-10 count. Carmelo Anthony circles down to the baseline. Just a quick, sudden move and a nice post move. He turned and laid it in. It's going to be Anthony one-on-one. They both slipped, but Anthony adjusts and hits the shot. Boy, Lewis went down and Anthony slipped over there on that side. Camby's wide open. Camby 7th in the league in scoring. You got to keep him under. Nuggets by one. Carmelo Anthony floats it up and in. Trying to deny Ridnour the ball, and Petro ends up dribbling across, giving it away. Miller out ahead of Anthony, streaking to the cup with a two-hand slam. Denver has had a tough time scoring. Anthony, though, out of that double team, makes a tough definitive move. Seattle the other way. Swift runs the floor. Camby on a give and go to Anthony and jam it.
Quickly to Carmelo Anthony, and Anthony, who's averaging almost 30 points a game in the month of March, gives the Nuggets a 4-3 lead. In the assist department, the best since he led the league 4 years ago. And Anthony, what a talent this guy is.
They're leading the break and a beautiful pass to Sean.
And Anthony is on fire, and he has now hit 3 straight from the field. Camby comes up with a steal at the other end. Back it comes to Anthony again. Out to Anthony, 4 on the shot clock. Long 3. Ooh, and he just buried it.
Well, if he has a weakness, it's his three-point shooting. He only shoots about 23%. But
Anthony, who started out so hot, then gets a spin on that one. Camby swings it over to Anthony. We have a mismatch now as Bell comes out, and there's Anthony stroking it from outside. And Anthony able now to It's a very dangerous team, this Denver team, and there's Anthony lighting it up with a 3, and all of a sudden we have a 2-point game.
Yeah, we had talked about the one weakness that Carmelo may have is his 3-point shooting. He's 2 for 2 here tonight.
Out to Anthony. Don't let this guy get open. He is deadly, and he's going to launch again. And he was 5 of 5, now 6 of 6, Dan. Sensational early part of the game, and that's the way you get it started.
And they've really picked up the tempo since the All-Star break, as has on cue Carmelo Anthony. Boy, what a yo-yo move by Carmelo Anthony. Over 25 points. Melo knocks down the long ball just inside the three-point line. And he doesn't have more of a nice pass. Miller finds Melo underneath. Pulls up on Harper, and his mid-range game has been virtually unstoppable in the month of March. Nuggets with numbers. Miller gave it up at the last moment for Anthony, and it's a 7-point lead for the Nuggets. Walks around methodically and slowly, and often enough gets it to Carmelo Anthony. Anthony knocks that jump shot down. He's got 15 in the game. Melo drove it right through the teeth of the zone and won.
And then crosses over and gets to the backboards.
And Anthony, folks, has been one of the big storylines in this ball game offensively. There's Anthony driving to the bucket. And how many times have we seen him do that in the month of March especially?
Not true. If you can pick off one of those top guys.
All night long, Melo, a Melo fellow, and won. 20 to 25 minutes for the last few games. Anthony got the screen and rose up over Kirilenko for the bucket. Carmelo at 26. Melo Anthony for 3. Said earlier tonight he's not a great three-point shooter, just 27% on the season, but Anthony with the turnaround over Kirilenko and got a fortuitous roll.
That's the look I like. Carmelo Anthony gets the bounce. You have to have someone standing at that free throw line. You will say the middle is open in his own defense.
Well, he's been hitting threes, hit a couple.
Carmelo rolls one home. The turnover department, Carmelo with a step back. He's not been his red-hot self the last 2 games. He's been okay.
The opponent team has been the guy that's had the most effort. Boy, another needle pass by Miller to Andre.
Carmelo's got a look, and he hits it. Carmelo Anthony now with 19 points. He's 2 points away at 44 straight. Carmelo, and Carmelo hits. Hoping that Andre Miller will get a basketball. He scores over Garnett. Basket counts, foul.
So the chemistry out there for Denver right now, you got Anthony all-round scorer who can drop numbers like that. You'll see more than arms get thrown out in the path of defenders at times and no call. Nice quick.
Oh, Carmelo with the finger roll. Anthony down to Camby from the baseline, no good. Kenyon Martin with the rebound. Carmelo's 3 is good. Kenyon Martin with a big rebound. Carmelo Anthony, 3 is good again.
Sometimes you get caught betwixt and between and you wind up with a flanker.
Carmelo Anthony again. He likes to get in that post and turn and fire that shot. 14 points now. Nice pass underneath by Marcus Camby to Carmelo Anthony. That's the Nuggets' first lead.
You got to get over top of those screens.
Carmelo again. I mean, you want to call those one-on-one moves, but it's more like one-on-3.
Bob Lanier, Artist Gilmore outweighed me by about 60, 70 pounds. Every trick in the book.
Ooh, Carmelo went for the flush, lost it on the way up, and it still went down. He is 21 now.
That's the way you win championships.
Oh, Miller, nice lob into Carmelo Anthony. Good recognition.
Anthony's first look. Look at that pass. There were 6 guys that time. Wow. Anthony will get the easy one. Ruben Patterson. This is Anthony. Oh, my. Pass out front to Anthony. His 3-ball. Bingo! From their previous game against Dallas. Anthony, that's some play. Anthony catch, shoot, score. Andre Miller has orchestrated one of the best first halves of basketball I've seen in a long time. Consistently. Anthony. They have made some unbelievable outlet passes. Anthony really challenged, but he makes a very tough shot.
When he misses games, that's a shocking number. Nice move by Anthony off the dribble. And George Karl telling us that Kenyon Martin will not play tonight. There's Carmelo Anthony with a catch and shoot. On the move. Carmelo Anthony off that slap. Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, who is playing the best basketball
of his 3-year.
Kwame Brown has taken advantage of the opportunity as Anthony gets on the 3. Wow. Not sure how that thing went in. But I think the Lakers have actually improved a little bit because of Brown's emergence, and I don't know if that would have happened had Mims still been in the lineup.
Anthony, what a move. It counts, and the foul. He kept digging at Devin George, spinning Patterson for Anthony. Nuggets with a 58-49 lead. Now the other night as Carmelo Anthony knocks it down in the game against the Clippers, Camby came out, hit his first 9 shots. Division, the Northwest Division is 3. Denver in the number 3 seed. Anthony again. And at the moment they would play Memphis. Shot clock down to 5. Anthony with the off-balance shot. So he has hit 3 of 4 here at the start of the 3rd quarter. In overtime, terrific ball game. Lakers by 1, and Carmelo Anthony takes the lead back. Carmelo off the dribble. Yes! With 3.8 to go. The Lakers go for time.
Carmelo. Yes. Carmelo sizing up Michael Petras. 9-6 Golden State. Carmelo easily. A little bit long. Melo's got it. And put it up and in.
A little lazy for Golden State. Nice job, Carmelo Anthony, getting inside of Petras. Get him in traffic, and he's sitting there clearing her hold. And look
to Melo. Nice pass by Camby. But they had a little eye contact there.
Yeah.
Alley-oop. Boy, Camby's getting pretty good at that.
Second one he's thrown tonight, but you see Melo had to make that adjustment going to the rim. Really couldn't put any fancy on it, but and another unselfish play.
Okay. Carmelo by his man. Slam dunk. Carmelo got it. Nuggets shooting in this quarter 4 of 12.
But it's the 3rd straight game in this 3rd quarter.
Now Melo blows by Dunleavy. Score!
Carmelo again, this time good.
He's probably their only real threat, although Andre Miller can shoot it 18 feet and in.
Anthony again. And mid-range 2. Miller trying to take Blake. Nice pass to Carmelo. And he lays it in.
Yeah, that zone, he got in behind the zone for Sean Leonard. What a threesome.
Carmelo for 2. Steve Blake had been dishing out the assists. 7 assists, no turnovers. Carmelo now with 15 in the game. Anthony back 3 on 2. The show and go. Froze Randolph, and he laid it in. Anthony down the middle. Timeout Portland. And when the smoke cleared, he didn't even have a job anymore. Carmelo now takes the jumper over Travis, and he has 26.
I'll tell you, he is something special.
Carmelo spins on Kriapa and dunks.
Melo, 1 point tonight. He'll fix that right here, and he does. Carmelo is 7 to shoot by his man, and he's got it. And Carmelo all the way to the glass. So the Jazz covered up everybody else on the Nuggets. Got it. And the Nuggets are within 2. Since then, it's been mostly the Utah Jazz as Melo gets 2 back and Buckner the assist. And Carmelo Anthony jams home the follow. Carmelo Anthony's picked it up here. He's got 16 points. Now Melo one-on-one against Kirilenko. No contest there. Over Artest. Got it. Good defense, better offense. Carmelo with an easy look there and a nice pass off the inbounds. Once again by Howard Isley. Carmelo spin. Yes! Over Artest and by Raheem. Carmelo, yes. Well, Carmelo Anthony with 13 points. Carmelo forces one up and he gets the bounce. 15 for Carmelo.
There's a steal by Miller. Miller to Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo on the drive to the basket. His ears were burning.
Pass, but he's really been shooting the ball well as of late.
Carmelo Anthony from the outside. He has 6. There's the backdoor play again. Look how much bigger Anthony is. Anthony, they haven't been getting him a lot of touches, but he's 5 of 8 for 13 points. Bogans misses on a 3. Squeaking the other way is Carmelo for 2.
Camby from the outside. 3 seconds down to Anthony. Great shot. Carmelo Anthony with 1 second left on the shot clock. Getting it to Carmelo Anthony with a turnaround. That's almost impossible to guard. What a great college player. What a great freshman year as he led Syracuse to the national championship.
I think a lot of the problem around the NBA nowadays is a lot of the role players, as Carmelo gets another and one on the post.